Entonces estamos también con el grupo de investigación de la Antártida realizando pues charlas entre los mismos integrantes. Y ahorita pues digamos este semestre iniciamos con la Antártida, conceptos básicos de paleoclimatología y con pues la parte del Tratado Antártico para entender qué más podemos hacer. Para el próximo año tenemos esperado realizar otra parte del proyecto, una segunda fase de Glaciar Cocuibene, que ya sería una fase presencial, en lo posible si la cuarentena y pues nos lo permite la universidad, sería ir a hacer geomorfología, estudios glaciológicos directamente en la Sierra Nevada del Cocoimicán y ya, entonces eso es como lo que estamos tratando en este momento.
Hola, buenos días. Mi nombre es Juan Esteban Mosquera y soy integrante del grupo de Semillero Volcanología y Geotermia. Bueno, nosotros hemos realizado charlas acerca de volcanología y geotermia durante el semestre pasado, sobre todo. Y hemos tenido charlas y discusiones de volcanología y geotermia, sobre todo impulsadas por propios integrantes del semillero. Pues justamente para eso, pues como para entender más acerca de la vulcanología y geotermia en Colombia y pues como incitarnos a nosotros mismos a aprender más acerca del tema. Bueno, hemos hecho algunas conexiones con Esteban Gómez, que es un chico que de verdad nos ha ayudado mucho y justamente con él pues estamos planeando algunos futuros cursos de pronto y unas futuras charlas y así puedes empezar ya como el semillero ya fuertemente a la comunidad para poder pues enseñar cosas y nosotros mismos aprender también. Y gracias.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for the presentation from Universidad Nacional de Colombia. Now we proceed with the presentation of the student chapter of Universidad Federal de Bahía. So, Marcos, welcome, and I I give you the floor.
Hello, everyone. Let me just put my presentation here. Sorry. I hope you were seeing it.
Yes, Marcos, we can see it.
Okay. Let me just, okay. So, hello, everyone. Today, we're going to introduce our chapter, the UFBA student chapter. Our president is Leticia Pires. Just try to get rid of this window here. I tried to click on hide, but it didn't disappear. Our president is Leticia Pires, and I'm the vice president, Marcos Conceição. First, let's start by where we live. Here we have a little map of South America. And in the east portion, we have a little peninsula that in which we have this city called Salvador in the state of Bahia. And here is our university, the Universidade Federal da Bahia, how we call it. And inside it, we have the Institute of Geosciences, the EAGE, where we have some courses on some graduate and undergraduate courses. In graduate courses, we have geography, geology, geochemistry, and geophysics. These courses also have, some of them have the undergraduate versions, and the undergraduate version of geophysics came by 1991. And the geophysics course gave birth in 2016 to our chapter, the student chapter EAGE. These are some faces from our department, the Department of Geophysics. And here you can see Alexandre Cerqueira, Orsani, Michelangelo, Mariana, Reina Pestana, Michel Rose, Sato, Joelson Batista, Amin Basrei, Ailton, Figueiró, Marcos, Susan, and Susana. Those are the main faces we see right here. So talking about our student chapter more specifically. We were born in 2016 by these guys here, and they were just a group of students that were interested to make something big. And we are a group that is associated to EAGE. We are composed by students and a tutor, and our goal is to improve the formation of geosciences students. And we do it, how we do it? We do it by promoting events and networking, and professional courses too, as we will talk about later. This is our tutor, Alexandre Cerqueira Guerra, a PhD, and he's offering a course in our current event. I hope you see it. It's very informative. Here's our dome, our current gestion, how it's working. Here's our president, Leticia Pires. Here's me, the vice president. We also have a secretary, the Vice Badagola, and a treasurer, Madu, or Maria Eduarda Rochelle. We host some events. We traditionally host these ones, and we are going to talk about them in more detail now. The first event is Mês da Programação, or the month of code, month of programming, where we usually try to teach we try to teach programming that is related to geosciences. So although we are a chapter of the European Association for Geoscientists and Engineers, most of them are geophysicists. So most of our offerings are also kind of talking to geophysics too. So we usually try to offer these courses on Python, MATLAB, software, for example, Oasis Montage, software related to geophysical, geological processing and modeling. Here we have the Maratona Sísmica. It's an event mainly focused on seismics, and we usually do it every year. We used to do it every year before the pandemics. Here we have some photos of the past years. And then we have the Semana de Métodos Não Sísmicos, the Non-Seismic Methods Week, because geophysics is not all about seismic. And we try to show in this event the richness that geophysics have amongst the other areas. So these are other photos too. All these courses that we show, they have webinars, they have presentations and courses too, many courses. This is our biggest event, the Semana de Geofísica, the Geophysics Week, where we try to talk more broadly about the expansion of geophysics. And here we have some photos. Here's the late Botelho, who sadly passed away this year and was very active in our chapter. And usually this event is the last one and ends with a special humble party. Then we have the Conexão Geofísica. This event started to happen in 2020 when the pandemic started. It served as a way for us not to stop, to be active, and it turned out to be very, very nice. So in this event, we tried to talk to researchers around Brazil and try to show what they are researching and try to give some perspectives for our students here. Then we had in the same motif the web talk that also happened because of the pandemics, because we were not having physical events anymore. But it turned out to be a huge event, maybe one of our biggest ones, because we could talk to the biggest authorities on geophysics and geosciences in the world. So we have here Dave Hale, Paul Sava, Felix Herman, Jared Schuster, Michael Holes. We had several people who are very famous. They have written very important articles, papers. And this one here, Odete Aragão, was the host of most of them, except for this one, in which Ana Clara Paim hosted the event. Also, in the pandemics, we started this project that is Prospectus Produtores, or producing prospects, where we try to show a bit of history. Well, let me begin from the start. This project was born from us fearing that people would give up of the course because of the pandemics, and we tried to talk to people who were ex-students from UFBA, our university, and which now hold a successful career in their areas, and we try to make them tell us about their story, what they have done, what they are doing, and where they are, and also give some perspectives for new students who are just entering the geosciences or geophysics area. So here we have Adriano Gomes and Nilderson Bastos, and Juliana Diniz presenting their works. Then another event we usually participate from EAGE is the GeoQuiz. This event is a quiz on geosciences, and we usually get good positions in this event, so it's very honorable for us. In 2016 we got the first place. In 2019 we got the second place. In 2021 we also got the second place. And usually, not this year because of the pandemics, but in the past, when the first 3 chapters would travel to Europe to the final phase of the GeoQuiz. And these are the members which were selected to travel in 2019. So here we have Josaphat, who was the president at the time. We also have here Attila Saraiva. He was the president in the past administration of the EAGE student chapter. And here in the middle we have the treasurer, the ex-treasurer of the chapter, and they were there to represent us. The first chapter in 2016 that we won the first place. They also traveled. These are the guys who founded our chapter, and more photos of the other administration. And now we're offering the ECE, the Encuentro de Capítulos EAGE Latinoamérica. I'm sorry about my Spanish. This is a conjoined effort of the chapters from 5 countries in Latin America, and we are making part of it. Especially, we are offering the workshop on magnetotellurics. It's a very useful method for studying the the subsurface for crustal studies. It's very good. And it's going to happen on Friday, this Friday. So don't lose it. It's going to be presented by our PhD professor, Gelson Batista. And also we're going to have a presentation, a webinar for clustering methods applied to waveform, seismic waveform clustering. So he's going to use K-means and DTW methods for that. And it's going to happen on next Wednesday, the 8th September. It is going to be offered by Alexandre Cerqueira, who is our teacher, a very capable professional, PhD here in Geophysics Department of VGL. Some considerations for these sessions are that the workshop on magnetotellurics will not be recorded, so it's only going to be live. And the webinar on seismic waveform clustering with K-means will be recorded, but we emphasize that the material and the recordings are of exclusive use for the attendees. So please do not distribute or publish it. We do not authorize it. So thank you for your participation. I hope to see you again in the next sessions.
That was wonderful, Marcos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to you and for your chapter of Universidad Federal de Bahía. It's wonderful to see how is your root. It's very huge. Our chapter was founded the last year in 2020.
Oh,
in
yeah.
2020, it's very recent, but we are trying to. We hope to do now other kind of activities the next year, because for example in my case I'm the president and I don't know the members. It's so sad, but I hope to develop this kind of activities with the coordinators of each CVET. So it's wonderful.
You're
Marcos.
going very, very fast. You're going very fast.
Yeah. Marcos, we have a question from Wendy. I don't know if it's for you. You only focus on geophysics. Have you thought about researching other branches of geology?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Thank you. Actually, our chapter is mainly composed, like I think 95% of people in our chapter are from geophysics. So we have other chapters or groups for that in our university, but they, for example, the people from geology, they have their group in there too. So it happens that that our EAGE student chapter is mainly composed by people from geophysics. So it's kind of difficult for us to know what is important, what's relevant from the other areas. But we are open to geology research or events more focused on that. If you have any tips, I would be glad to hear. Does anyone else have a question?
I think no.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Very much.
Thank you so much to you, Marcos, Leticia. Thank you so much for Juan Esteban, Juan Manuel, and Wendy to introduce your chapter today. And we wait for you tomorrow for the presentation of the other two chapters. The first one is from Universidad Federal Fluminense, Brazil, and the Merita Universidad Autónoma de Puebla. So see you in another location, guys. Have a wonderful day. That's it. Bye. Thank you.